Today we are going to be reviewing the Redmi 4A's camera. The 4A, which sells for 6000 rupees, has a 13 megapixel f2.2 camera. The camera interface is fairly simple and it is tap to focus. You can change the exposure on tapping. Focusing of the camera is not that fast as expected for this price point because it does not have phase detect autofocus or even laser autofocus. The camera takes out impressive pictures, the colors are really nice, but the only thing that the camera has an issue is with the shutter speed. It's not that fast and so you can have a slight amount of handshake in a lot of shots. Even then, the camera manages to focus nearby objects and manages to get a really nice picture every time. To put it simply, the camera of the Redmi 4A performs brilliantly in outdoor lighting conditions and the amount of details that the sensor captures is incredible. The color reproduction of the display of the Redmi 4A is excellent and so the bright colorful shots that you take look really nice. The photos you've taken using the Redmi 4A look great on the Redmi 4A's display, but the viewing angles are not that good. The gallery packs in some basic functionality to edit your shots, to crop them and to even draw doodles. Let us now start having a look at the sample shots taken using the Redmi 4A. This was taken in outdoor lighting condition. This was taken in outdoor conditions but in semi-lighting. This was the macro shot. The color reproduction on the Redmi 4A is excellent and the contrast and dynamic ratios have been well balanced in this shot. The rose looks pretty much similar to its original true color. The camera focuses really well on this macro shot. General shots come out great, but there could be a slight blurriness in the shot because of the lack of a fast shutter speed. Using the flash in indoor lighting conditions improves the clarity and the detail. Have a look at this before and after flash usage scenario. As we approach low lighting conditions, the camera starts showing its weakness and shots turn out blurry. But once you turn on the lights, the colors come back to life once again. But I dare say the camera still does a decent job. This is a camera test in pitch black conditions and there is almost no light. This is the same picture with the flash on. Now let's compare the camera to the Galaxy S7. The Redmi 4A captures a much better contrasting image. Once again, the Redmi captures a yellow tone which is truer to life. Here the amount of details are pretty much similar, but the S7 does a great job with the bokeh. I've already seen this picture before throughout the video, but the details are pretty much the same. Here the two cameras capture a similar picture. In this, the Galaxy S7 produces a truer tone. In this photo, the Redmi 4A washes out the color of the lawn and it is a very dull picture. The Redmi 4A captures a beautiful picture in this scene. The dynamic ratios are well balanced and it even betters the S7. The MIUI camera app has a few extra features in the camera. Manual mode, panorama mode, beauty face mode are some of them. You can tweak them and get a better picture. Now I'm going to show you a full HD 1080p video footage taken on the Redmi 4A. The stabilization is decent and the contrast it suddenly increases and decreases, but you have to tap and focus to get the shot right. Audio has been now recorded from the video on the Redmi 4A itself. The front camera on the Redmi 4A is a 5 megapixel camera with an f2.2 aperture. The selfies come out nice and you can control the exposure to increase or decrease the light. The UI is fairly simple to use and on an average the selfies are pretty decent in outdoor lighting conditions. The selfie camera of the MIUI starts showing you your age and it's pretty random to say the least. It also features a beauty face mode that you can use to either change the way your skin tones are processed. The UI also includes a way to take pictures using your voice. If you've seen my previous videos, you know I'm not a big fan of the camera on the Galaxy S7 and once again, I know why. The Redmi 4A captures beautiful selfies and on comparing it to the Galaxy S7, you see why. The details on the Redmi 4A are pretty nice. The camera on the 4A is pretty capable of making the changes suitable to you. This is a video camera test. This is a front camera test of the Redmi 4A. Audio is being recorded through the microphone. This is a full HD 1080p footage on the Galaxy S7, which is my daily phone, by the way. Guys, if you're wondering how the camera of the 6000 rupee 4A is, then it is a wonderful camera at the price, so go ahead and get the phone.